Hello everyone. Today today I'm going to present on a topic of the Windows 7. Just gives an overview of the Windows 7, how it works. So this is a practical part and it's so interesting. Just take a quick recap of the previous classes. First of all, we discussed what is computer organization. In that we include what is hardware, what is software, what is input devices, output devices, and what is a RAM, ROM, means all the basics of the computer organization. Then in the next class, in the second class, we discuss operating system, means what is operating system, what are the functions of operating system. Operating system is basically a mediator between the user and the hardware. It controls overall operations of the computer. Then we discussed what are the types of function operating system, like batch operating system, single user operating system, multi-user operating system, and we also talked about the functions of operating system, that is distributed operating system, security, sharing, memory management, file management. So we discussed the functions and the types of the operating system. Then we discussed about the operating system services, like what are the services provided by the operating system. This topic we discussed yesterday. So this includes basically file manipulations, file management, risk allocation. So all this comes under the operating system services. Today I am going to present Windows 7. Right. Let's start. First slide says overview of the Windows 7. Then next slide, objectives. That includes what is the objective, why we use Windows 7. So first of all, understand the desktop. Means what is a desktop, what are the elements of a desktop, because a desktop contains many elements like icons, that is recycle bin, my computer, and so on. So this includes understanding the desktop. Then another topic is manage windows, means how to manage different windows. If there is more than one window open on a screen, how will we manage? That is manage windows. Then identify Windows accessories. As the name advice, accessories means the additional part. So Windows accessory includes the additional part, and we can identify the additional part and we can use it in a better way. So this is the main, and the third topic is identify Windows accessories. Then next topic is work with security settings and software. Means if someone wants to access with the use of the password, then how to use the password, how to set the password. This comes under the work with security settings and software. Then second last topic is performing a search. If you want to search any file, then it's quickly easy to search any file with the use of the start button. That I will discuss in the later slides. At last, get the help. Means if you want to access anything and you want help, then you can simply click on the help and support, and there is a different scenarios, different properties which helps you in a better way to know the windows. So let's start one by one. First of all, Windows 7 desktop. This is a Windows 7 desktop, right? The first part is operating system. As the name advice, operating system, I discussed operating system is a system software that provides an intermediate between the user and the hardware. Then there is another part, that is a desktop. So this is a desktop, means the screen which is shown over here, whole screen is known as desktop. Then there is a taskbar at the end of the line, means this line, this. Whole line is known as taskbar, means where a bar where all the tasks are shown, that is known as the taskbar. Then there are some icons, that is recycle bin icon and my document icon, Internet Explorer icon. These are known as icons. So if I say icons is a pictorial representation of the application because it represents by the pictures. Recycle bin is a picture, my documents is a picture, E is also a picture or the symbol. So in simple terms, icons are the pictorial representation of any application or the file. Then there is a window. This is a window button. This is known as start button or the window button. So this is the main areas of the desktop. First is operating system, as Windows is already an operating system. Then there is a desktop. Desktop means the screen of the Windows. Then taskbar. At the end of the line there is a taskbar. Then there is a window button, that is this one, where we can access each and every application, each and every file. Then there is an icon that represents a pictorial representation of any application, and that is shown on the desktop or the Windows 7 desktop. Right. Let's see this by in a practical way. So this is a window screen of my computer, right? This recycle bin is an icon, Adobe is an icon, Google Chrome is an icon, Mozilla is an icon. So these all are the icons. This is a PPT icon. So this icon represents the PPT, that is presentation icon, presentation application. And this is known as this line. This line is known as taskbar. And this is a start button or the window button, anything. If I press escape, it will go. If I click on this, it will open. And if I want to remove, again click or press the escape key, right? And this is known as the desktop, and the operating system is a desktop. This is a taskbar, last one. Clear? So this is the main interface of the Windows, that is desktop, icons, start button, operating system, and all that. Right. Now let's see another one, another slide. Next slide is adding a gadgets. Next slide is adding a gadgets, means how to access or add the gadgets. Gadgets is a thing that is used for any representation. Like these are the gadgets. Gadgets means a small application which is shown on the desktop. That is either calendar, clock, CPU meter, currency, feed headlines, picture puzzle, slideshow, weather, window media. Means all these are things that is available on the Windows, and we can access or we can share or we can punch or we can plot or we can split this into the desktop, right? And there are also some online gadgets, means you can also access the new gadgets from the online application. That is a online gadgets. Clear? So this is the clock, meter, anything. Now let's see in a practical way. Yeah, one more thing. This show detail button shows the detail about these all gadgets. Means what is a calendar, what are the types of calendar, and so on. Now let's see in a practical way. This is a desktop, and if I want to go to the gadgets, right click on that desktop, a menu will be generated. This is known as pop-up menu. What is this is known as? Pop-up menu. P-O-P-P-O-P-U-P. That is pop-up menu. So just right click from the mouse, a menu will be generated, and click on the second last option, that is gadgets. Just click. Now this is the same page which I show you. So this is the calendar, clock. If I want to click on clock, click add. Just clock has came here, right? Again, I'm doing right click, add. Clock will show. If I want to close it. If I want to add this one, CPU meter, just click on the add and CPU meter came. If I want to see the weather on my desktop, just right click on weather, then click on the add. Weather will come. Weather forecast will come. Clear? And if I want to use a calendar, just right click and select the add. Wow, this is so interesting. Means every day your date, your time will be changed every moment, right? So this is known as gadgets. This is a gadget online button. If I click on this, I can search from the online. Means what are the online gadgets available for this? Let's see. Just wait for the Internet Explorer. These are all gadgets available for the desktop, right? This one. So with the help of the online, we can also access more gadgets which are available in the screen. So this option is clear. These options are clear. Next is show detail. This shows the detail about the gadget's information. It browses the days of the calendar. Means if I selected calendar, so it gives the detail of the calendar. If I select clock, it gives the detail of the clock. If I click CPU meter, it gives the detail of the CPU meter. Currency means every gadget's information explanation is shown under the show details option. Right. So this is known as the Windows gadget, which is very useful when I want to show clock, calendar, currency, weather, anything on the desktop. Now let's see another one. Another slide. Next slide is what is a taskbar. Next slide shows what is a taskbar. So this is a taskbar. This is known as taskbar, where program icons will be stored. So last one is known as taskbar. And if I click on the MS Word, this will be opened. If I click on the MS Excel, this will be opened. So this is a Word, this is a Excel. These are known as program icons. So this is a taskbar. At the end of the page, at the end of the window, the last bar is known as the taskbar. Now let's see this one. This is known as taskbar. If I access MS Word, a window will be open. If I access MS Excel, a window will be open. So any icon, any application, if I want to open, so this is contained in the taskbar. And more than that, there is a time and date options. If I click on this, current date, if I want to change the time, I can change the time from here only. If I want to change the date, I can change the date from here only. And this also shows a different menu, that is the internet access, speed, and the speaker's voice. There is a flag that shows the error messages. There is a hide icons which shows this one. So all this information is stored in the taskbar, as well as one of the main important function is the start button, right? So I minimize this one. So have you understood what is a taskbar? Means the bar which is at the end of the Windows screen, that is known as the taskbar. Now let's see another slide. Next slide is what is arrow key. In simple terms, if I want to access the icons with the help of a taskbar, that is known as arrow key. Let's say example. Means if I click on this icon, then different applications which is opened on this one is opened, like 1, 2, 3. So these all are opened. For example, if I click on this, there is only one document. If I click on this, there is only one document. But if I click on this, that is PowerPoint, there are two applications which is open. So this is known as arrow peak. In simple terms, if I click on an icon and multiple documents will be opened, that is known as the arrow peak, right? Like this one says program icon with 3 Word documents shown. 1, 2, 3 means 3 documents are here for showing the documents. And there is a preview. If I click on this, there are different previews of the arrow peak. This is the first one preview, this is the second one preview. If I want to access this one, I can access. If I want to access this one, I can access. So this is done by the arrow peak option. Now let's see another slide. Next slide is the start menu. This is the most important slide and this is the main slide which you ever used, right? So these, first of all, this is known as the start button. Which one? This one. This is known as the start button. In my screen, this is the start button. In my screen, this is the start button. In this screen, this is the start button. This is a search box. Means you can search in this box where it is written search programs and file. You can search anything from here. If, for example, if I forgot my file where I saved the file, so I can search it from this option by typing the file name. For example, I save the file with my name, that is Harry. So I type harry.docx. With the help of this search option, I can access any file from anywhere. Means location is not specified, but we can access the file with the help of the search option. Clear? Then there are all programs button, which shows what are the programs that is available in the Windows, that is available in this system. That is done by the all programs option. Then if I click on the all programs, multiple programs will be open. That is known as the program. First is getting started, then calculator, then connect to a projector, then WordPad, snipping tool, paint, sticky notes, XPS viewer, Snagdic 9 editor, Windows fax and scan. And these two, snipping tool and the sticky notes, is very important. I discussed with you at the end of the session, basically the snipping tool and the sticky note in detail in practical part, right? Then on the right hand side, these are known as line, documents, picture, music, computer, that are known as system folders. That is line, document, picture, music, computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are known as system folder. Then there is a control panel that is used for controlling the hardware and software devices. For example, my internet is not working. I can check from the control panel. Or my keyboard is not working. I can check from the control panel. As well as any setting that has to be done, that is done by the control panel in the computer system. Then there is a option known as help and support. If you want to take any help, then this is done by the help and support option. Then there is a shutdown button, means if you want to shut down your system, this can be done with the help of the shutdown option or button. Now, and yeah, most important is last one. This is known as the taskbar. So main start button consists of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. That is, first one is programs, then all programs, search box, start button, shutdown, help and support, control panel, system folder. So these 8 options are available. These 8 are main options that are available in the start menu or the start button. Right. Now let's see in a practical way. This is known as, if I click on this, this is activated. If I deactivate, I again click on this. If I click on this, so these, let's see. if I click on these, so these are the programs. In the same way, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, all these are known as programs. And if I click on the all programs will be opened. This means the detailed version of the program. The detailed part that is stored in the computer that's shown in the start button. Then there is a search box. This is a search box. If I want to type anything, that is this is searching. But yeah, means the came here, the came here, the came here. All the document that contains the word will be shown. If I write ACC like this one, ACC, 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 means all the words, all the sentences that contains ACC characters will be shown with the help of the search button. As I told you, the best example is that if I forgot where I saved my file, so I can search it from the search button. Then there is a start button, which is this one, this one. Then there is a system folder. This is Mercury SOL, documents, pictures, music, computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all 5 are known as system folders, right? Then there is a control panel. If I click on the control panel, these are the system settings. Like this is written, adjust your computer setting. Means all the settings which is done by the computer came from the control panel. Means all the settings is done from the control panel. For example, if I want to see the internet connection, I click on this. Right. So this is the internet connection available. And if I want to see the devices, just click on this. So all the devices which is shown here, printer is attached, mobile is attached. And if I want to see the background, these are the background colors available. So all the settings, all the changes which I want to do in the Windows, in the computer, that is done by the control panel. If I want to uninstall any program, this is also done by the control panel. If I want to change the language, this is done by this option. All these options are available. First option is system and security, means any security assigned task is also done by the system and security. Then network and internet. This option is available for checking the internet connectivity. Let's say example, my internet is not working. First of all, I go to the control panel to check whether there are any disturbances in the network or no. So all the settings of the internet is done by the control panel. Then there is a hardware and sound, means all the hardware devices which is attached to my computer is shown over here. And as well as the sound, means what is the sound quality, what is the mic quality. So all this is done in the hardware and sound. There is a program, that is how to access the program. How to access the program. So this is also done by this one. Then user accounts and family safety. Yeah, this is most important option. For example, my system is locked. I want to lock my system. I want to create a password so that no one can access that system. So I can create the password, I can create the username and password with the help of this option only. By just click on the add or remove user account. For example, if this is my system, I want to access with my name and my password. So I can put the username as Harry and put the password as my wish, like Harry@123 or Harry@1234. So this is also done by the control panel. Then clock language and reason, that is a clock available, what is the time, language like English, Hindi. Then reason means it is in India, it is in USA, it is in Virginia, anything. Last one is ease of access. This option provides you a facility that how easily you can access the parts of the Windows. So all these settings are done by the control panel. So is that clear to everyone, I think. Hope this is clear to everyone. Now let's see another slide, that is toolbar. What is a toolbar? This line says right click on the taskbar to see the toolbar. If I right click on the taskbar, different toolbars are available, that is known as the toolbar. And there is a address toolbar also on the screen. Let's see. Like if I click on this one, this is a toolbar. So this is the toolbars available. This diagram shows this only, this only. Again, I am doing right click, a menu will be generated, that is known as pop-up menu. Just right click on this, just go to the toolbar and then address anything you can access, like address bar. This one address bar, I click on the address, so address bar came. I can type anything. Clear? If I want to remove address bar, right click, toolbar, just deactivate. This is a activate. If there is a click, so this is a activate. If there is no click, there is a deactivate. Again go toolbar, address. Clear? So this is the toolbar which is accessed from the taskbar. I can use any toolbar. Like let's say example, I am using links. So links toolbar is available. So this means if I want to access any toolbar, this can be done via the taskbar. Just click on that box or just check the box and options will be available. When you click on the box, our application, a menu will be generated and this comes on the taskbar. Clear? Now let's see another slide. That is a pinning an application. Pinning means how to pinpoint anything. Just for example, if I am pinpointing you, that you are the loser, you are the beginner, you are anything, means you are pinpointing anything. In the same way in computer, we can pinpoint any application with the use of the Windows accessory, that is the taskbar. Means with the help of the taskbar, we can pinpoint anything to the taskbar. For example, this is a jump list, that is iTunes. Then this shows currently open programs, that is iTunes. Then this shows pinned programs, means this is pinned on the taskbar. So how to pin, that I discuss in a practical way. Just right click, a menu will be generated. Right click on the application, a menu will be generated. Then click on the pin this program to the taskbar. Right. First again I'm doing right click, then just unpin the program from the taskbar. First of all pin and then unpin. Again I'm doing, if I use this application, that is Excel, just right click, a menu will be generated, that is known as pop-up menu. Click on the pin this program to the taskbar, it is pinned. Then if I want to unpin, just right click and unpin this program from the taskbar. Right. So in simple terms, right click on the application, first of all pin, then again unpin the application. Let's see another slide. The notification area. The notification area. So this slide shows that what are the notification area. For example, my internet is not working. So there is a pinpoint, there is a notification that is done by the notification area. This slide shows the pop-up window. This is a window which is pop-up when there is any error message. This is the Open Action Center link, this one. Then there is an Action Center icon. This is the Action Center icon. This one, where flag and cross is there. These are known as this one, this one, this one. These are known as notification areas. Let's see. First of all, pop-up window. If I click on this button is known as action center icon. This icon is known as action center icon. If I click on this, this is the pop-up window. This is the pop-up window. This is the pop-up window. And there is a open action center. This is the open action center button. So with the help of this, open action center, that is a center where the error messages will arise, and it shows what are the tools, what are the applications, what are the methods used for solving these errors, right? If I click on this, this is activated. If I click on this, this is activated. If I click again, this is deactivated. So this is the next slide, that is known as notification area. And this button is known as action center icon. Then pop-up window, notification area, open action center. Clear? Now let's take 5 to 10 minutes break, and then we will discuss next slide, that is your customize the desktop, as desktop is the important part. So let's take 5 to 10 minutes break, right? Let's start again. Then the next slide shows the desktop, means what is the desktop and how it looks. Means customizing the desktop, means what are the changes that we made to the desktop. Customization means we can change according to our rule, according to us. So we can customize the desktop at any point, at any time. So this is the screen. Right, this is a desktop screen. How it works means going to these are known as themes, as the name advice on the top. This is my themes. Then there is a screensaver. Then there is a window color. Then there is a desktop background, means this is a desktop background button, Windows color, this is the screensaver, and there is a theme. Now let's see in a practical way. If I want to access, just go to the personalize. If you see, this is the screen, this is the screen, and the same screen will come here like this one. How it will come? Just right click on the desktop, go to the personalize, just click on the personalize. I am repeating again, right click on the desktop, click on the personalize, this will be open. And this is my themes, this is arrow themes, this is desktop background, this is screensaver, these are known as sounds. If I want to give a theme this one, I click on this. If I want to give the desktop background this one, this will come. If I want to change any screensaver, I can click on this option. So these are the options available in the Windows that comes under the personalized. Now let's move to the next slide. Next slide is Windows components. Mean what are the parts of the components? First one is title bar, then minimize window, then maximize window, then there is a close button. Means first button is known as minimize window, second button is known as maximize window, last button is known as close window, and this one is known as scroll bar. Basically there are two types of scroll bar. One is vertical, this is known as vertical, and here one scroll bar is coming, that is known as horizontal scroll bar. So this is the title bar, minimize, maximize, close button, scroll bar. Now let's see in a practical way. If this is this one, so this one is the first one is the task bar. Sorry, first one is the title bar, first option. If I see this one, first bar is known as title bar. This is known as minimize window. This is known as maximize window. This is known as close window. And this is known as scroll bar. Same point, this one and this one. Scroll. We can scroll from the up to the down. This is known as vertical scroll bar. If I move from left to the right, this is known as horizontal scroll bar. So this is a vertical scroll bar and this is a horizontal scroll bar. Clear? So this is the title bar. So this is a title bar, then there is a window, there is a scroll bar, there is a office button, there is a close window, minimize, maximize and close. And this is a scroll bar. Clear? Now let's see another slide. These are the arrow flip 3D. Means if I want to arrange the windows, we can arrange in this manner. Clear? Then Windows component continued. This is a cascade window. Cascade means we can arrange the windows one by one. That is known as cascade windows. Let's see. If I arrange this one, where is the word? I think it is closed. If I click on this one, new, there is a new window, right? If I click on this option, there is a new window. Click, there is a new window. Click, there is a new. So this is arranged, these all windows 1, 2, 3, 4 arranged in a sequence, in a cascade. That's why they are known as cascade windows. Again I am doing. Click on this one, new window. Click, new window. Click, new window. So these 4 options are the new windows and that is known as cascade windows. This is known as cascade windows. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 windows are known as cascade windows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Clear? Next slide is showing the desktop. Means if there are 3 buttons, there are 3 documents. 1, 2, 3. This is a desktop button. That is a taskbar button. So this is a desktop which I discussed earlier. Then there is a dialog boxes. Dialog boxes means what are the boxes available for using any application, for using any command. That is known as the dialog boxes. Let's see one dialog box. This is a print dialog box. One option is option button. That is your all. This is the option button. All current page pages. These are known as option button. This is known as text box where we can write anything. So that is known as text box. Then there is a list box. This arrow is known as list box. Then there is a check box. Means this one is a check box. This one is a check box. Then there is a spin arrow. We can spin. We can move from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So this is known as spin arrow. Then at last this one, this is known as command button. So I am repeating again: option button, text box, list box, check box, spin arrow, command button. Now let's see in a practical way. If I click on the print, a box will be opened. This is a print box. Here this is a option button, right? This is a text box. This is a text box. We can write 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. 1, 1, 1 or 1 or 2 or 3, anything. This is a option button. I can select either all, either current page, either pages. So this is the option button, this is a checkbox, and this is a list box. Means there is a listing. If I click on this one, there is a listing. So this is a list box. and there are two check boxes. This is a check box. I can check on this box. I can check on this box. Right. Then there is a spin arrow. Spin arrow means we can change from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, anything. We can spin from 1 to anything. And last one is your command button. Click on the OK button. And if I click on the OK button, then printout will be came, means converting the soft copy into the hard copy. But now I do not want any printout, so just click on the cancel button to cancel this operation. So I'm repeating again, this is known as option button, this is known as text box, this is known as list box, this is known as check box, this is known as spin arrow, this is known as command button, that is OK, cancel options. Right, just click on the cancel. Now next, move to the next slide, that is Windows accessories. This is the Windows accessories, that is a notepad. First one is the notepad, then there is a WordPad. There are different accessories available. If I click on this, if I click on the all programs, click on the accessories. So this note, there is a notepad, right? There is a WordPad also. This is a WordPad. So these are the accessories which is provided by the Windows for easy communication, for easy writing. Clear? Now move to the next slide. Windows accessories continued. Click here to open a picture. Click on the ribbon on this one. This is a paint option. If I click on this one, all programs, go to the accessories. This one, if I click on the notepad, notepad will be opened. Right, I can write anything like this. Just use this, and this option says, do you want to save? Then it's not mandatory to save anything. If you want, you can save, otherwise you can discard. So just click on the don't save. If I want to use a WordPad, click on the all programs, click on the accessories, then click on the WordPad. This is a WordPad. In this, we can also write the pen is an input device. Right. So this is a WordPad. If I want to close, just click on save and also don't save. This is a paint. Just click on this. All programs, go to the accessories. Where is accessories? This one. Then click on the paint. Same window will be opened. Like same window will be opened. These are the views available. These are the forms available. These are the buttons available. Right. This one, this one, this one. So these are the paint overthing. Just click on close. Then move to the next slide, that is your Windows accessories continued. There is a different views that is available to see any calculator. There is a standard view, there is a scientific view, there is a statistics view, there is a programmer view. Means we can access, we can use anything with the help of the views that is available in the Windows accessories. Now move to the next slide. This is a sticky note. Wow, this is so interesting. These are known as sticky notes. Means in simple terms, if you want to access or you want to click on the reminder, you want any reminder like tomorrow is my friend's birthday. If I want to recall that, I can put the sticky notes on my desktop so that whenever on the next day I open my desktop, I open my computer, I open my laptop, I can simply search or see whether there is an update or not. And if sticky note is available, then I can recall, yes, today is my friend's birthday. So I can wish them or I can wish him. So this is the main important part that acts as a reminder. So sticky notes acts as a reminder, right? And how it is applicable, how it is used, this I discuss in a practical way in just few 5 minutes. So first of all, the main thing is that understanding the sticky notes is very important. So it acts as a reminder on the desktop to see whether this is mandatory to use or not. For example, this one says meet with advisor today. So this is a reminder that yeah, I want to meet any advisor today only. Visit library to research Brahms means there is a visit or there is a need to visit the library. So this is a reminder shows that I want to visit the library today only. Calls you regarding job opening. So this is also a kind of reminder. Now let's say in a practical way. Click on this one. This is a sticky notes. Simply click on sticky notes, a note will be appeared, and I am writing that this video will be uploaded tomorrow or today. So this is my reminder that this video must be loaded on the website tomorrow. So this is acts as a reminder. And if I want to add more reminders, just click on the new note and write today is my friend birthday. This is also a reminder. If I want to add more reminders, just click on the new note and this is a rainy day. So this is also a reminder. So these all reminders, if I open this desktop, open this laptop, open this computer, so that I can access, yeah, today is my friend's birthday and this video will be uploaded tomorrow. So these all acts as a reminder. Again, I am repeating how you can use the reminder, how you can use the sticky notes. Just click on the start button, go to the sticky notes, a note will be generated, right? You can also change the color of the sticky note. If I want blue, this is the blue. If I want green, this is a green. If I want pink, this is the pink. If I want purple, means any color you want. These are the colors available for the sticky notes. White, white, yellow. And if you want to add new notes, click on this one, click on this one, click on this one, any type of notes. This. And if you want to delete, just click on the delete, 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 delete. Or from here also, when you right click, as I told you, a menu will be generated that is known as pop-up menu. You just right click and click on the delete. Now let's see another slide. Windows accessory continued. There is a snipping tool. This is one of the most important tools that is used in the today's life. As a name advice, snipping tool means a tool that is used for snipping anything, for snipping the object or to capture an object, that is known as a snipping tool. Now, this is a save snip button, this one. There is a annotation tools, there is a snipping tool, there is a screen clip. So this is a snipping tool option or snipping tool window. Let's see in a practical way. Just open any software. Let's say example this one. And if you want to access the snipping tool, go to the all programs, go to the accessories. Go to the accessories, there is a snipping tool, right? This is the snipping tool. Just click on the new and gather any information like this one. So this is the snipping tool. So this is the snipping tool, right? If I cut, and this will be available, and I can save this one is with any file. Like if I want to save this picture, just click on the save file name, and here the file format. Let's example JPG. Click on the desktop, save. So this is saved on the desktop. Let's see this one. This is saved on the desktop, right? So this is the usage of the snipping tool. Again, I am repeating. Just see the application which you want. Let's say example you want only 2010, this part. Just click on this one, click on the all programs, click on the accessories, click on the snipping tool, this one. Again repeating, click all programs, accessories, snipping tool. Click on the new button. A 4 angular box will be opened. Just put the or drag the mouse on the thing which you want to cut. Just cut it. Just cut it. Cut, and this 2010 will come in the new window. And if you want to save this file, go to the file, save as, give the name. Let's say example 2010. Save with the format, any type of format, JPG, GIF, HTML, PNG, any type. I choose JPG. If I want to save in any part, I can save, but if I want to save on the desktop, just click on the desktop, save. Now let's see, it is saved. This is the main window, that is 2010. Clear? So this is the main usage of the snipping tool. Now let's see another slide. Security settings and software. As I told you, this is the action center button. If I click on this one, a menu, a window will be generated. This shows the action center or the message center, means there are 2 error messages which came. Then there is a window defender. Window defender means what is the usage of the windows when it is not in use, or if there is an error message, that is a window defender. Then there is a user account control. There is a user account control, means you can access any password, you can access the login or ID password with the help of the user account control, that is done by the Windows. Then Windows Update, if you want to update anything on the Windows, you can use the Windows options. Then there is a Windows Firewall. There is a Windows Firewall that is also used for the security purpose. Then there is a parental control, means the controls which are used for controlling the Windows buttons, that is done by the parental controls. Right. So these all facilities are provided by the Windows. Next is Action Center. If I go to this one, this is the security, important alert, suggested task. These are known as buttons. This is known as Action Center. Let's see what is the Action Center. Just click on this one, click on the control panel, click on the system and securities. This one. This is the Action Center. Same window, this is the same window, this is the same window. So this is known as important alert. This is known as important alert. This is suggested task, means yellow shows suggested and red shows important, and these are known as buttons. Which button? This button, and there are 2 buttons only. So in simple terms, this is known as important alert, suggested task, these are known as buttons. Clear? So this is the Action Center button. Another slide is Windows Defender, means you can easily access at which time, at what place the windows will be used. For example, this one. You can see the last status. Today at 7:30 quick scan, daily around 2 p.m. quick scan. Means you can scan the Windows, you can scan the laptop, and this Windows Defender can show that at what time this system will be scanned, at what time the system has scanned, means the present as well as the past as well as the future. Then real-time protection on or off. Then anti-spyware definition, means what is the definition when it is created date as well as the time. Clear? This is the Windows Defender option. Next is user account control. All these settings you can go to the control panel. Just click on this one, go to the control panel, click on the user account, this one. Change your account, any information. This one. If you want to change, you can change from here. If you want to add or remove any software, you can do from here. If you want to change your Windows password, you can do from here. Parental control, this one. Windows card space, credential manager, this one. So these all settings is done by the control panel. Then is Windows update, means when it is updated. So this is a select level of update. It is updated every day. It is updated every day or in a monthly basis, at what timing. So we can access this information. We can use this information with the help of the control panel. All the options available. Action Center, Windows Firewall, System, Windows Update. If I want to use the Windows Update, just click on this one. Click on this one, Windows Update. Right. If I want to see here only, see the name of the computer, this one. This is the name, Windows 7 Enterprise, rating, processor. All this information is came from the about the system. Then next slide is Windows Firewall. This is also coming from the control panel. Just click on the control panel, go to the system security, go to the firewall. This one. Same window will came. This one. Same window. This is this one. Same. Help protect, home, home. So it means Windows Firewall is turning off or on is also done by the control panel. Then next slide is parental controls. Parental controls means whether you can enforce the security in the Windows or not. This is also done by the control panel. Just click on the Windows button, go to the control panel, then there is the option parental control. Go to the system security, go to the parental control or Windows update to change the settings. This is the parental control. What can I do with the parental control? Choose a user and set up the parental control. Right. Then next slide is Windows search. You can search anything from the search button. As I told you in the earlier phase, you can search any file. For example, if I saved the file yesterday, but I forgot the location that where I saved the file. So we can search, I can search from the Windows search button, that is in the this one, this. If I want to search the option, THE, all the words, all the sentences that contains the word will be came here. Like view the, change the word is coming. So this is the searching. Get more themes, chat log, system overview, CONT. That is the made with the, then call with PWC. So all the document which contains the word will be came here. So you can search any file, anything from the computer search button. So this is one of the main feature that is provided by the Windows. Like if you see search bar on the start menu, this is the bar, means this is the bar, search bar. Search box in the window. There is also a search box in the window. For example, if you are using this one, you can also search from here using the Control F or the Control G. Then next slide is expand or narrow a search. It means you can expand or narrow a search anything, right? Anything in this box, you can search anything. You can search the document library, libraries, home groups, computers, custom, internet. And you can expand the search here, narrow a search here, search keyword. Means any searching you can done with the help of the Windows. Either it is a search keyword, narrow keyword, expand keyword. Then next is save the search, means whatever you search, you can save the things in the Windows. Then at last there is a help and support. Help and support means you can easily access the help from the Windows. Means if you want any difficulties in or facing any errors in concluding the Windows, in understanding the Windows, you can take the help. There are different options available. First one is help and support home, then print, browse help, options, learn about other support options. These are the different tags, different options available. Then browse the topics. You can also browse or search the topics from the Windows. At last there is a summary. Summary says Windows 7 enables you to access your system resources. It means that you can access the resources of the system, like you can use the Paint, you can use the Notepad, you can use the WordPad, anything you want you can use, and uses the resources of the system. And also helps you, enables you to work with the software, like any software, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, and also enables you to manage files and folders. As I told you yesterday, file is a collection of records. So you can manage the files as well as the folders, and folder is a collection of files as well as the subfolder. So you can manage with the help of the Windows any file or any folder in the system. So in simple terms, this point says that Windows helps to access the system resources or work with the software or manage the files and folders. Next point says in addition, means along with the first point, security issues, as I told you in the recent slides, like Windows Defender, Windows Firewall, that all slides are used for the security purpose. So Windows 7 also enables you to give the security issues and maintenance activities that is monitored and reported on every day. For example, if someone hacks my system, so that report gives to me with the help of the control panel, that is a part of the Windows. Means if someone wants to unauthorized my access my system in an unauthorized manner, so this can be prevented by the Windows Defender. If I activate on the Windows Defender, so it can easily remove the unauthorized access from my system. So you can keep your computer in good working order. So in this point says that Windows 7 helps you to take the security issues and maintain them in a proper manner. And if there is any difficulties, it is reported to you so that you can keep your computer in good working order. So that's all for Windows. Any questions, anyone? Yeah. Any questions, anyone?
In the platform call, the internet will put it there. Customer pass through us, pass through that person.
Oh, now only your Nigeria, OLX. OLX on people go to OLX come out. But OLX, I'm going to
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, any doubt, anyone? Any questions?
Hello?
I was supposed to be.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Yeah. Any questions so far?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah. Any question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me.
When you said the cascade windows, I didn't get that point.
Which point?
Cascade windows.
This one, Windows Defender.
No, cascade windows.
Cascade Windows. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This one. Windows Component Cascade, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just hold up.
Okay.
For example, if I'm using the MS Word, right? If this is the Word window, any application window, clear? And if I want to access new window, a new window will be opened, that is document 1 of 2. Then view window will be opened. Again click on the new window. So these all are 4 windows that are arranged in a sequence. This is known as the cascading windows. It means when we are arranging the windows in a sequential manner, in a proper manner, that is known as cascading windows.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions? Alright, just recalling the whole presentation so that you can clear about the doubts, right? First of all, first slide is the objective. What is the main objective? These are the main objectives. Why I am using the Windows 7. First of all, understanding the desktop. Then manage the windows, means how to cascade the windows. Then identify the Windows accessories, that is your control panel, notepad, WordPad. Then work with security settings, that is Windows Firewall, Defender and the software. Then also performs a search, means you can search anything from the Windows button, then getting the help and support from the Windows. So this is the desktop of the Windows 7. This is the desktop, icon, start button, taskbar. Then how to add the gadgets. Just right click on the screen, go to the second last option, that is gadgets, and these gadgets are available. You can also access the gadgets online from this option, right? Then there is a taskbar. At the end of the screen.
Sorry.
At the end of the screen, there is a taskbar. So this is the taskbar of my screen, my computer. This one, where my cursor moves. This is a taskbar. Arrow peak means if I click on the application on the software, many software or application will be seen. That is known as arrow peak. So this is the application and this is a preview of the different peaks. So, and next slide says the start menu. Start menu means when I click on the start button, a menu will be generated. That is known as the start menu. So this is the start menu, this one. And these are known as system folders. There is a control panel button, help and support, shutdown, start button, search box, all programs, programs. Let's see. If I want to access any help, this one will be on. If I want to go to the control panel, click on the control panel and change the settings of the computer. If I want to go to the all programs, I can access from here. If I want to search anything, I can type over here. So this is the start menu. Then there is a toolbar, that is a toolbar available. So when we right click on the taskbar, for example, if I right click on the taskbar, a toolbar will be generated, that is known as the toolbar. And if I select address, address toolbar will come like this. And I write anything. If I want to delete the address toolbar, again right click on the taskbar, go to the toolbar, click deactivate the address. Address will go. Then how to pin the application? Just right click on the taskbar and select the option pin this program to the taskbar. Then the notification area, like in my computer, this is a notification area. This is the action center, right? Then how to customize the desktop, means how to change the settings of the desktop. Then there is a Windows component. This is known as title bar, minimize window, maximize window, close window, and there is a scroll bar. This is known as horizontal scroll bar. This is known as vertical scroll bar. Then Windows component, these are the three components available. Then there is a cascading windows. There are 3 documents available. There is a dialog box. In this there is an option button. It means you can select one option button at the same time. Either you can select this one, you can select this one, or you can select this one. And this is known as text box. This is known as list box. This is known as check boxes. This is known as spin arrow. These are known as command buttons. OK, close options are known as command buttons. Then there is a Windows accessories. For example, click on this one, go to the all programs, click on the accessories. There is a different accessories available for the Windows. There is also a paint available, that is window accessory. There is a calculators available. Then there is a sticky notes. If I want to remind anything, I can put the sticky notes on my laptop, on my desktop, so that I can remember that, yeah, today is my friend's birthday or today is my salary day, anything. Then there is a snipping tool. If I want to capture or snip any part of the image, I can use the snipping tool button. Means from the whole picture I can snip, I can use only part of the window. That is done by the snipping tool. Then there is a security settings and software, that is also done by the Windows, that is done by the control panel. This is action center. There is a red shows important alert, yellow shows suggested task. These are known as buttons. Then Windows Defender, user account, means you can use or create the accounts. Windows Update, this will ask whether you can use the new update every day, every month, every week, at what timing. Then click on the OK button. Windows Firewall, this also provides a security provision in the Windows. Then parental control, Windows search, you can search anything from the Windows. You can also expand the or narrow a search. You can also save the searching which you have done in the Windows. Then there is a help and support. You can use the help option to search anything or to browse any topic or to search any topics. And then at last summary. That's all. So that's all for the Windows 7. Any doubt, anyone?
About how you call it, the
it's something that will not allow.
Okay, thanks a lot everyone. That's all for the Windows 7.
thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So this is the option of the dialog box. So simply go to the, let's example, this one.